All right, we should be good. So let me go ahead and share my screen.
All right, sweet, sweet.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
I think you played pretty well. I didn't see like a whole lot of, big mistakes.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of inaccuracies, and in that end game, I was a little unsure of how to go about it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't actually totally sure myself. So I wanted to ask you, is Queen F3, is this the normal way that you recapture, or do you sometimes take with the B pawn?
You can do either way. I
Oh, are they
prefer
both?
to
Okay.
I prefer to take and double the pawns and get the bishop out and castle long.
Okay. Okay. I feel like I've seen this more, but I wasn't sure. My theory
Yeah,
basically ended here. So I don't know. Is this one of the moves that you've seen?
it it is. Yes, it's actually a very annoying line where you force the queen trade.
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea. I was just like, I think I want to just get the queens off the board, but I didn't
Yeah,
know that it was actually a line. Okay.
yeah,
And then, yeah, I mean, I felt like we both kind of just were developing here, going for the weak pawns.
yeah.
One thing I don't know, did you consider bishop to b5 here at all?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah, I was thinking that might have been an annoying move because I don't really want to let you just mess up my pawn structure, so I was probably going to play bishop d7. But then
Okay.
I thought maybe you could sacrifice this pawn, and the idea is like now this is all messed up, and you can actually just get it back right away over here.
Oh, yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, and if I take with the bishop, you can just do this if you want. I don't know.
Double the pawns. Yeah.
Yeah, and then take on c7.
Huh.
I guess the engine says it's still slightly better for black, but that was just something I was looking at.
Yeah, I think that's one thing why a lot of like the top players don't play the Vienna Gambit is because black really has an easy time if they kind of know what they're doing. So
Right, right, sure. Should be 7. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking you were gonna do. Just loop around and go for the pawn.
yeah.
Did you look at g5 at all?
No, that one kind of caught me off there.
Okay,
I did
yeah,
I did think that you might prepare it with like h6 and then go for the g6, but or
right, right,
g5.
right. So yeah, you went back here. Hmm.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Yeah, apparently I didn't. I guess it wants you to take with the knight,
Okay.
which I did think it was going to be a little bit more annoying if you take with the knight. But yeah, they look pretty equal actually. It's Stockfish is just trying to figure out what it wants. They both look about the same. Let's see. What was the best move here? F6 and H6. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, just start rolling down the board.
Yep. Although it's funny, right up until this point, Stockfish likes you if you play Bishop D4 right away. Yeah,
Okay.
I did feel like B3 was kind of unnecessary because I didn't really want to go here with my knight anyway. I mean, I could have,
Okay.
but I wasn't even really thinking about that. And I felt like, getting this rook into the game straight away or like doing something with the bishop or the knight was going to
Yeah,
be, kind of cause me more problems.
that makes sense. I was just worried that you were gonna bring the knight there and then try to get rid of the bishop, but
I gotcha. I
yeah,
gotcha. Yeah, I was actually thinking that you were gonna bring this rook over, and then I wasn't sure what I was gonna do
I probably
because
should
of
have.
the. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember what did I say. I can't remember if I said knight f3 followed by f5. I think was what I was thinking, and then I don't know where you were gonna move this to, but then like just moving my bishop out of this, something like that. I wasn't actually
Yeah.
sure what was going on here. It's kind of an interesting position. So b3. Oh, Stockfish didn't like my check. I was thinking like, okay, I force you over here, and now maybe there's back rank mate problems later.
I was thinking
And
since that the queens were off the board that there wasn't really, I didn't think there was much of a threat with that move. That's kind of why I was okay with playing b3.
right, right. Yeah, and I guess I was thinking like long term, like if we ever do trade off and your king has to run this way, it's like
It's gonna have a hard time.
one move farther away, yeah.
Yeah.
F4. Yeah, it's dead equal. Interesting.
Yeah, I did pull up the game review real quick. It looks like it was very equal, and then I must have made like one really big mistake, and somewhere's coming
Yeah,
out.
I guess so. I'll see where it was because C5 totally equal. Yep, it is. It's just a draw, I guess.
I thought it was a little bit
Ah,
drawish, but you know, I'm kind of getting to the point where the end games are my biggest flaw. They're hard.
yeah, yeah. No, they're tough. They're tough because even like right here, I was not like totally sure what I should do either. Looks like I did play the right idea here by going for this idea, but I guess
Yeah,
if you don't do that and you just kind of keep this setup, maybe I can't break through. Like I wonder what happens if you just put your rook here and like just throw your pawns. Like, do I have a way through? I can still jump around. Yeah, this is one of those complicated ones where, man, you're gonna have to really like dig into Stockfish's lines to understand why it's a draw, I guess.
yeah, true.
Like
Plus,
A4, I don't
you
quite get
you
that.
kind of got to realize that you're playing for a draw, so you're trying to make it a draw rather than maybe try for a win. But
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yep. So check here. I was able to get the pawns on the other side.
yeah, I did notice after that check, like before I went with the king, I didn't realize that I couldn't actually take the pawn because if I took the pawn, then you won the rook.
Oh, when you played King E4 here.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I did see that little trick. Yeah. Yep.
yeah, I didn't realize that until after I played the move.
Sure, sure. So what like right here, I guess maybe you if you just take this pawn and then I don't actually know. Can you like this is what I wasn't sure about. Like if you decided to go for this and get your own pawn, do I actually have enough to win in like this type of situation? I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
Because now I
I-
have something that I have to worry about, right? Which makes it much more difficult.
that is true.
And I don't
That
have the
that
pass
was the
pawn.
issue that I had was I was always having to keep my king with your outside pass pawn.
Yeah, yeah. So interesting. Yeah, and then even like here, I had this moment where I was like, wait a second, can I actually win this position? Because I wasn't sure like what I needed to do. But
I think this is where I kind of started to really not know what to do. I was kind of
yeah,
just trying to hold like
yeah.
everything in place.
If you would have played check here, I would have had a much harder time because I can't go here now because you got this move
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
I didn't
grabbed my
even see
pawn.
that.
Yeah, so I don't actually know what I was gonna do because I was thinking to myself like, yeah, if he goes here, I just have to go back, and I'm kind of back to square one, like figuring out a plan to win. So I'm not sure what I would have done. I definitely go back here, and if you just go back and forth, or actually if you like keep the rook here, maybe it's more annoying because I can't play a4. Ah, but then I trade. Yeah, there was probably going to be a way, but whether or not I would have been able to figure it out would have been interesting
Tricky.
to see. Yeah, with not a lot of time. Yeah. Okay, but then once I'm trading the pawn, then it's pretty straightforward because now I just use my king to
Yeah,
beat up
you
your rook.
push me back, and eventually
Yeah,
I'm not able to do anything.
yeah,
Have to trade it off.
yep. Okay, but I mean overall, pretty good game.
Yeah, it was a great game.
Cool. Well, thanks for playing me. I
No,
appreciate it.
thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let me go ahead and stop the recording real
Yeah,
quick.
sounds good.